There's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to iodine, and it's easy to get confused about what's true and what's not. Today, we're breaking down 15 of the biggest iodine myths to set the record straight. Some of these myths might surprise you, especially number 10 and number 4. By the way, don't confuse with betadine, povidone iodine, which is an antiseptic solution that should only be used externally on the skin. Are you ready? Number 15. Iodine is only important for thyroid health. While it's true that iodine is essential for thyroid function, it does much more than that. According to the American Thyroid Association, iodine plays a crucial role in many bodily functions, including brain development, immune function, and even the health of your skin. It's needed for the production of all the body's hormones, making it vital for overall health, not just the thyroid. Number 14. You get enough iodine from table salt. Many people think that because table salt is iodized, they're getting all the iodine they need. However, the National Institutes of Health, NIH, points out that most people don't use enough iodized salt in their daily diets to meet the recommended intake. Plus, many types of salt, such as sea salt and Himalayan salt, are not iodized, which means you could still be at risk of deficiency. Number 13. Iodine. Deficiency is rare in developed countries. This myth suggests that iodine deficiency is only a problem in developing countries, but that's not true. A study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that mild to moderate iodine deficiency is actually quite common, even in developed nations, due to changing dietary habits and reduced iodine content in foods. It's especially a concern for pregnant women who need higher iodine levels for fetal development. Number 12. Too much iodine is better than too little. More iodine is not always better. Excess iodine can be just as harmful as too little. The World Health Organization, WHO, warns that high iodine intake can cause thyroid dysfunction, including hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. Balance is key, so it's important to get the right amount of iodine. You can generally get necessary amount of iodine if you regularly eat seafood, dairy products, and of course, eggs. Number 11. Iodine supplements are safe for everyone. Not everyone should take iodine supplements. The American Thyroid Association advises that people with certain thyroid conditions, such as autoimmune thyroid disease or a history of thyroid problems, should be cautious with iodine supplementation. Too much iodine can exacerbate these conditions and lead to complications, so it's always best to consult with a healthcare provider before taking any supplements. Number 10. Iodine is only needed for women's health. While iodine is critical for women, especially during pregnancy, it's equally important for men. The Endocrine Society explains that iodine supports cognitive function, energy levels, and metabolism in both genders. Men who are iodine deficient may experience fatigue, weight gain, and reduced cognitive abilities. So, iodine is vital for everyone's health, regardless of gender. Number 9. Iodine causes weight gain. This myth comes from the misconception that iodine directly influences weight. While iodine does play a role in thyroid function and metabolism, it doesn't cause weight gain on its own. The Cleveland Clinic clarifies that any weight changes are due to thyroid dysfunction caused by too little or too much iodine, not the mineral itself. Proper iodine levels actually support a healthy metabolism, and help maintain a stable weight. Number 8. Seaweed is the only good source of iodine. It's true that seaweed is one of the richest sources of iodine, but it's not the only one. Dairy products, fish, and eggs also provide good amounts of iodine. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, you can get sufficient iodine from a varied diet without having to rely solely on seaweed. If you're not a fan of seaweed, there are plenty of other options available. Number 7. You can't have iodine deficiency if you're eating seafood. While seafood does contain iodine, it might not be enough to meet your daily needs. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, states that iodine content in seafood can vary widely, depending on the type and where it's sourced. Plus, most people don't consume seafood frequently enough to rely on it as their sole source of iodine. So, it's possible to have a deficiency even if you're a seafood lover. Number 6. Iodine is only important during pregnancy. Iodine is absolutely critical during pregnancy, but it's not the only time when it's needed. The World Health Organization emphasizes that adequate iodine levels are necessary throughout life, starting from fetal development and continuing into adulthood. It supports growth, brain development, and hormone production at every stage of life, making it essential beyond pregnancy. Number 5. You should avoid iodine if you have thyroid issues. Many people believe that if they have a thyroid problem, they should avoid iodine altogether. However, the American Thyroid Association clarifies that iodine is still necessary, even for those with thyroid disorders. The key is to get the right amount, so it's important to work with a healthcare provider to determine your optimal iodine intake. Number 4. Iodine causes hair loss. Hair loss is a symptom of both iodine deficiency and excess, but iodine itself doesn't cause hair loss. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, hair loss associated with iodine levels is due to its impact on thyroid health. Balancing your iodine intake can help restore healthy hair growth by supporting proper thyroid function. Number 3. Iodine can be replaced by other minerals. Iodine is unique in its role in thyroid health and hormone production. The Endocrine Society points out that there's no other mineral that can replace iodine's function in the body. While other nutrients like selenium and zinc are also important for thyroid health, they can't substitute iodine's role. This makes getting enough iodine crucial for maintaining hormonal balance. Number 2. Iodine is toxic and should be avoided. Some people fear iodine toxicity and believe it should be avoided altogether. The World Health Organization, WHO, clarifies that iodine toxicity is rare and typically occurs only with excessive supplementation. When consumed in recommended amounts, iodine is safe and essential for good health. Avoiding it can lead to deficiency and associated health problems. Number 1. You don't need to worry about iodine if you're healthy. Even if you're healthy, it's important to monitor your iodine intake. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, explains that iodine deficiency can develop slowly and cause subtle symptoms like fatigue, dry skin, and poor concentration before leading to more serious health issues. Regularly checking your iodine levels and maintaining a balanced diet can help prevent these issues and keep you feeling your best. And there you have it! The best way to ensure optimal iodine levels is by eating a balanced diet with iodine-rich foods like dairy, seafood, and eggs, or taking a supplement if needed. Now check out this video to see more tips on optimizing your health and lifestyle.